An Orlando police officer accused of sexually battering a woman in his patrol car has resigned. Angel Burgos resigned on Friday. News 6's Eric Sandoval has been tracking this story. So, Eric, what was his reason for leaving?
Well, Burgos said that the stress of his family, his family was going through ever since these allegations first surfaced, was the main cause. Now, we found out he was actually supposed to be here at OPD headquarters sometime this week to answer questions related to an internal investigation. These are questions he was going to be required to answer, but instead he handed over his resignation. For the first time tonight, Orlando Police Detective Angel Burgos is denying he sexually battered a woman in his patrol car last December. News 6 got a hold of his resignation letter handed to Chief Mina on Friday, where he calls the claim a false allegation made against me.
I was shocked.
This woman claims Burgos forced her to perform sex acts as she sat in his patrol car during an investigation. Tonight, she says she's angry that he won't be interviewed as part of OPD's internal investigation on the matter.
I have been interrogated and interviewed for hours by OPD, Florida Department of Law Enforcement, the state attorney's office, and he couldn't even sit down for a 30-minute interview with his colleagues. He just quit.
In his resignation letter, Burgos writes, "The situation has devastated my family and I in a manner that defies description."
He didn't think about his family. He didn't think about me. He didn't think about my family when he did what he did to me. He only thought about himself, and he continues to only think about himself and what's best for him.
His accuser stands by her story. She says she's already been interviewed by OPD for their investigation, and she says she's determined to see this through to the end.
He did something that I refuse to do. He quit, and I won't quit, and I won't give up. But that's what he chose to do.
Chief Mina, City of Orlando, Police Department, Orlando residents, the women of color of Orlando will not be silenced. You will not silence our voice. Why haven't you heard about the story from December 2016? OPD officer on duty, sexual abuse a citizen. Why haven't you heard about it? Because they always protected themselves. They're supposed to protect and serve the community, but every time when a major crime is committed against the citizens by the Orlando Police Department, they protect themselves and serve themselves. Why haven't you heard about the story? I don't know. But we have a young lady who has been sexually battered by an officer on duty in his patrol car. And they want to say, oh, well, we don't know. Wait a minute. We got DNA evidence. You're not outraged, people? Now we have an internal division, internal affairs, doing a investigation. When he's supposed to what? Do his testimony? He up and resigned this past Friday. Yes, he resigned instead of giving a evidence that he was clear. Just doing his interview. But on April 14th, 2017, he resigned from his job of 18 years. He said it's so stressful what he's going through. But last I checked, in December, he was placed on administrative leave with pay. With pay. This young lady, the day after this event took place, went down to the City of Orlando OPD office and was there and interrogated for over 6 hours. 6 hours. And you got people saying, well, she's not a credible witness. Why not? She's never been arrested. It shouldn't matter if she had been arrested. The DNA evidence said something took place. He went to her home on duty. And you say it's okay behavior? No, it's not. I want everybody that hears this to send this story out and say we will not be silenced, and we want the Orlando Police Department to be held at the highest standard. That means not just him getting to retire. That means he needs to be charged with sexual abuse, a crime. We are tired of the Orlando Police Department getting away with doing the people of Orlando wrong. The citizens stand up, speak up, and say enough is enough. You will not silence our voice. You will not silence our voice. Liz, I don't know what else to say. How you doing?
I'm good. I don't know what else to think. I mean, we knew of this story. We know of it. We followed it, but it's kind of a bizarre ending. It's like, you know, if you're guilty of something, you get off if you wear a uniform. And if you're just a citizen who has been, you know, violated that in such a way, I don't know. I don't know what planet we're living on. I'm stunned.
I don't know what to say either, other than the citizens need to wake up and realize that we cannot allow this to continue in Orlando. The city, beautiful. Everybody's getting ready to talk about what went on with Pulse, talk about how wonderful it is to visit here, how wonderful it is to come here, and you don't even know that they're number one in the country for excessive force cases. See, what people need to understand, because yesterday, this past Wednesday on the 18th, I went to a special meeting that was held with the Citizen Police Review Board. And they're beginning to be concerned because every time a case come before them, they're exonerating the officers. I said, look at the policies. I let them know, if you don't know, Orlando Police Department changed their use of force metrics. Their use of force metrics, what they can do to their citizens, they are not in line with anybody, not on the federal level, not on the state level, not even on the county, local level. They changed it to cover up their bad behavior. They changed their policies. See, everybody needs to understand when the policies say it's okay for their behavior, no matter how bad it is, they get away with it. That's why I want everybody to be outraged now, because they're changing their policies that cover their bad behavior. And then they come and say, well, we're going to have Orlando speak with a cop. We're going to have coffee with a cop. That's a bunch of crap. You are not going to do a marketing blitz with us when you have bad behavior. So Chief Nina, wait, don't we remember about 2 years ago, his milk runs, when they used to ride up and down Orange Blossom Trail and looking at women who were sex workers and giving them ratings, and he got in trouble for it, but now he's our chief of police? Come on. That culture is so corrupt down there. It needs to change. We need him to be gone, and we need everybody, all those officers that are good officers, that speak up. Stop worrying about your pension so much. If you don't want to be there and if you don't want to speak up for the community, get the hell out of that job. And yes, I use that language because I'm tired of you using yourself first. You chose to go in that profession. And every time we have a meeting where we want to go home to our family, well, doggone, I don't want to get killed from a traffic stop.
That's right.
I don't want you to pepper spray me. I'm tired of you using profanity in certain zip codes like 32805 when you come before citizens. But when I'm in Metro West or College Park, how you doing? You're real nice. But when you're in the inner city, the urban community, all of a sudden you treat us differently.
Yes.
And you went in a federal court case and said you have to treat us differently than you do anybody else because we're in a certain community. What they're saying is black people, brown people, they can beat the crap out of you because you live in a certain community. That's exactly what they're saying. If you can't read through the code words on that, I don't know what's wrong with you people. But sexual abuse, battery by a law enforcement officer on duty?
That's right. In the vehicle. In the vehicle.
And you don't see that being a crime? You don't see that being a crime? She came to her house, and she found the Lawanna Gelzer and others based on how we've been speaking up and saying how we should wake up against the Orlando Police Department. She found me. I didn't go after looking after her. I had no idea who this lady was. She found me. And what I want to say is everybody that can hear this, see this, know anybody, let the world know this is what the Orlando Police Department does to their citizens. Let's shame them, and let's fight for the young lady that this crime was committed against. Let's have her back. Let's stand up for her. And that's what I'm asking everybody to do now. Stand up, be heard. No more. You will not silence our voice. That's what I have to say today. Let's get busy, people. Let's get busy.